Hello. Let me know if you can hear me and my music. Hi, Renee. Good. Thanks. Is anything too loud, either me or the music, or is it a good balance? You're lucky because you're one of the first ones on. I hope everyone's doing well. I noticed that I did comb my hair, believe me. My bangs are getting so long now, unless I cut them myself, I'm going to have to live in a headband. We're going to get started in just about a minute, if less than that. So today we're going to do some stretching. We'll go into some more of my traditional, and then we'll go back to more stretching to finish up. So if you have an opportunity to darken your room, feel free to do that. If you have a mat, you can go ahead and lay out on that. If not, no worries. You can just lay on the floor. So we're going to stretch and strengthen today. So let's just start by lying on our back. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders and breathe. If you are comfortable extending those legs straight out, feel free to do that. Tuck your chin just slightly so more of the back of the neck comes in contact with the mat. Now, as you breathe, take a nice big deep breath in. Let your chest expand and your belly enlarge. And then just exhale and let everything collapse. Just a few breaths. Now stretch out long from fingertips to toes. And then draw your knees towards your chest and curl into a ball. Try to draw your nose towards your knees. If it feels good, think about rocking from side to side. We're going to come into lion twist. So extend your arms out to the side, knees at 90 degrees, and let those knees fall to one side of the room. Now as they fall, keep the shoulders down on the mat. You can use your hand to place to the outside. Lift your head and look in the opposite direction of your knees. As you exhale, release through the low back. Melt in. One more breath. Now, on your next in-breath, bring your knees to the center, and as you exhale, let them fall to the other side. Again, settling the shoulders into the mat. You can just let those knees relax, or if you want to deepen that stretch, just place the hand to the outside of the knee. Lift your head and look in the opposite direction. Again, relaxing as you exhale, releasing through that low back. One more breath. Now lift that back arm so you're lying on your side and push yourself up to seated. Nice easy seat. We're going to do a couple of neck rolls. So big shoulder roll. Draw your ear to your shoulder. And then roll down. And all the way back. Taking your time. And then we reverse that direction. Come back to neutral. And then come to all fours. So, cat and cow. Shoulders are over wrists and our knees are under our hips. We take a nice big deep breath in, and as we exhale, we round into cat. And as we inhale, we lift into cow. So imagine a marble traveling up and down your spine. It starts at that tailbone, let it lead the move, and then the rest of the body follows. As fast or as slow as you'd like to go. One more time through. Then returning to neutral spine, we're going to make our way to extended child whenever you're ready. So we bring our knees outside of our hips, toes together. We push our hips back to our heels, and we bring our elbows to the mat. Rest your forehead or side of the face down as well. Now, focus on relaxing through the shoulders and breathing into the belly. So again, as you exhale, think about letting go of everything. Walking our hands to the right side of the room. Placing the left hand on top of the right. Pushing those hips back and feeling the stretch through the side of the body. And then walking our hands to the other side. Pushing back and relax. Keep breathing, keep relaxing. Coming back to center. We're going to make our way to downward facing dog. So hands are shoulder distance, feet are hip distance. Tuck your toes, push into your hands, and lift your sits bones. So think about your glutes going high to the sky and your heels down towards the floor. As you push into the hands, you should feel the stretch of the back and the back of the legs. You could alternate your heels, adding a stretch through the calves, fast or slow. Couple more times. And then whenever you're ready, walk your feet to your hands, coming into forward fold. So you can soften those knees as much as you need to, letting your chest rest on your thighs, tucking your chin, shaking your head yes and no to release the tension from your neck. You can breathe into the belly. You can lift those sits bones a little higher, adding a little bit of straightening. You could come into waterfall or just hug behind those knees. Whatever works for you, works for me. One more breath. Coming into flat back extend. So hands to shins or thighs. So low option is thighs, medium is shins, high is fingertips to the floor. We want to push our glutes towards the back of the room so our toes are light. Relax through the shoulders and feel the stretch through the back of those legs. Eyes to the floor. One more breath. Now eyes look out on the horizon. Soften your knees. Breathe in and rise up to stretch to extended mountain. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin, roll your shoulders forward, and come down to forward fold. And then roll back up. Reach and stretch. And then exhale, tuck. So the goal is to move vertebrae by vertebrae, creating space and length through the body. One more time. And then stop at the top and extended mountain. Now eyes to your fingers. Relax the shoulders. Separate those ribs from those hips. So reach those fingers as high as you can. If you'd like to gently add that glute squeeze and reach those fingers back into baby back bend, feel free. Otherwise, just stay in extended mountain and lengthen. One more breath. And then come back to extended mountain. And then we bring our hands to heart center, getting ready for our sun salutations. So we come near the top of our mat or just to the front. Need a little space behind. Take a nice big deep breath in, extended mountain or baby back bend. Exhale, release to forward fold. Hands to shins or thighs, flat back extend. Exhale, release to forward fold. Stepping the right foot back to lunge. And then the other foot back to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Knees or toes. Turn those elbows in and come down like a tricep push-up. Release to the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. Baby cobra, cobra. Advance to up dog if you want. Now push back to down dog. So take your time getting there. Use your knees if you need to. Right leg picks up to three-legged dog. And then swing that foot through to lunge, helping it if you need. Back knee up or down. Come into crescent lunge. Hands come down. Step back to down dog. Come forward to plank again. Knees or toes. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze and lift to baby cobra. Cobra, up dog. And then tuck back to down dog. Left leg picks up to three-legged dog. And we swing that foot through to lunge. Again, helping it if we need. Keeping that knee in line with that ankle. Back knee up or down. We rise to crescent. And then we come back down. Push back to down dog. Come forward to plank. Knees or toes. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze and lift. So shoulders away from the ear, butt's tight. Push back to down dog. Picking up that right leg to three-legged dog. Swing the foot through to lunge. Back foot steps in to forward fold. Breathe in to rise. Hands to heart center. We're going to do that sequence one more time. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, release to forward fold. Hands to shins or thighs, flat back extend. Exhale, release. Now you can step the left foot back. You can jump both feet back or step back to down dog. So one foot goes to lunge and then to down dog. Everybody, once in down dog, come forward to plank. Knees or toes, exhale, lower down. Push into your hands. Lift into baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. And then tuck to down dog. Left leg picks up to three-legged dog. Swing that foot through to lunge, helping it if you need. Back knee down or up. Come to crescent. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to down dog. Come forward to plank again. Elbows turn in. Exhale, lower down, knees or toes. Squeeze and lift. And tuck back to down dog. This time the right leg picks up to three-legged dog. Swing the foot through to lunge, helping it. Back knee up or down. Rise to crescent. Hands come back down. Push back to down dog. So lots of tricep strength here. One more time. Come forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze and lift. And then tuck back to down dog. Now you can either step or jump. Left foot into lunge and then coming into forward fold or both feet in. Soften knees. Breathe in and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, release to forward fold. Hands to shins or thighs. Flat back extend. Exhale, release. Now the leg closest to your phone or your device steps back to lunge. And then we're going to turn side on to wide leg forward fold. Now, you can have your hands underneath your shoulders if it's too much. Tucking your chin, relaxing and breathing. You could also clasp your hands behind your back and let them just fall away from the body, opening and stretching through the shoulders. One more breath. You can release those hands whenever it's uncomfortable. Bring them back to the floor and walk them out just slightly. So you want weight to all four pieces evenly. We're going to bring the right hand to center and imagine a tripod. So weight balanced between the feet and the hands. We're going to lift the hand and twist. Trying to stack the shoulders. You can also take that hand and wrap it behind your back to the opposite thigh. One more breath. And then we're going to release it and we're going to switch sides. So bring that left hand to center, right hand lifts, stack the shoulders, push into the feet, and rotate that upper body. Again, you can take that hand, wrap it behind your back to the opposite thigh. The goal is to continue drawing that top shoulder back and opening the chest to the side wall. One more breath. And then release that hand and bring it to the floor. Now heel toe your feet in a little bit, coming into Hindi squat. So lots of options here. You can rest your elbows on your thighs and try to work to lower those hips and then lift them up. Now, if you can, you could go all the way down, bringing the elbows to the inside of the knees and using them as leverage to push them open. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift and lengthen the chest, and relax through the hips. Now, bringing the right hand to the floor, lift the left hand to the sky. And then we're going to switch sides. So hand goes down and lift. One more breath. Bring the hands down. Lift the hips. Heel toe the feet into forward fold. Now coming into waterfall, grabbing the outside of the elbows. Or you could come into gorilla, taking the hands, palm face up, fat pad to the thumb, or fat pad of the thumb to the big toe. Relax your arm, shift your weight towards your toes. Tucking your chin and feeling a bigger stretch in the back of those legs. One more breath. And then releasing those hands, softening those knees, rise to extended mountain, and release to mountain. Let's come into tree pose. Let's do a little bit of balance. So if you need some assistance, you could use a wall, a chair, anything you have around to hang on to. So we're going to plant the right foot and take the left foot as a kickstand. So level one is just to stand like this. Big toe helps with support. Now the next level would be to bring that foot to the calf. Now you need to push that foot against that leg. Lift the chest. Imagine you're a puppet with the string coming out of the top of your head. You could also float your hands to the side for a little more balance, or bring them up to completion mudra. Now, if you find this too easy, you could also come high to the inner thigh and do the same thing. Flow through poses. You don't have to commit to any one. Find a focal point to stare at to help you with your balance. You could also add a tip into willow, leaning towards that knee. Or you could change your eye gaze to your fingers to challenge your balance even more. One more breath. Bring your hands to center. Bring your knee to the front and then release it down. One side always works better than the other. Let's try the other side. So start with just level one, finding your balance and assessing for the day. We start with that kickstand. Bring that foot in. You can bring hands to heart center. You can bring it out. You can bring it up. Next level is to bring that foot to the calf. Again, we need to create a little tension of that foot against that leg. Think about pulling that knee out and squeezing through that glute. Lengthening through the chest and lifting. Float through the poses again. And then finally, if you want to try, high to the inner thigh. And if you want to add the willow, tip towards that knee. Or change that eye gaze. Challenge your balance every day, whether you stand on one foot while you're brushing your teeth or stirring a pot in the kitchen. Everything we do will help. One more breath. And then bring your hands to heart center, your knee to the front, and release it down. Shake it out and come back to the top of your mat. We have a few minutes left. We're going to do some more stretches. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, release to forward fold. Hands to shins or thighs, flat back extend. Exhale, release. Step or jump back to downward facing dog. We're going to come into swan or pigeon. So picking up that right leg, we bend that knee and we swing that foot in close to the groin. We release the knee and the toes. Now, if this is uncomfortable, just come to your glute and bring your knees to 90 degrees. Turn your chest towards that front leg and walk yourself down. Now, if you can straighten that back leg and come forward, think about taking the front of that hip and bringing it forward and down towards the mat. That'll help get a deeper glute stretch and hip stretch to the other side. Now, hands wherever you want. You can bring shoulders over those elbows. You can walk those arms out. Just breathe into the tightness. One more breath. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders and lift your chest. Now, lift your chest, pull your shoulders away from your ears, and try to bend that back knee. Now, if your right leg is in front, right hand can come to center, left hand can try to grab that foot. So if you can grab it, great. Now you have some options. You can create tension and balance. You could also just work stretch by bringing that glute to your butt. Or you could come into more like mermaid by bringing it to the crook and lifting. You don't ever have to commit to one pose. You want gentle pressure, no pain. One more breath. And then release whatever pose you're in and make your way back to downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side. Picking up the left leg, it's a three-legged dog. Bend that knee, swing that foot through, close to the groin. Release that knee, release that toe. And again, taking that front hip, bringing it forward and down as you lengthen. And again, if this side doesn't work for you, knees to 90 degrees, and just come forward and stretch. One more breath. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push into your hands, lift your chest, shoulders away from the ears. Bending that back leg. If left leg is in front, left hand to center, right hand can grab that foot. Again, you can create that tension, adding more balance. You can just do an easy stretch, bringing that heel to your butt. Working with your breath to stretch. One more breath. And then release whatever pose you're in. And we're going to come down to the cheek and swing that leg around and come to seated. So extend those legs straight out. Shake them out. Bring the right leg in towards that left inner thigh. Take a nice big deep breath in, stretch, and come forward. So breath and body connection. As you exhale, think about lowering just an inch or two. So every out breath, you come down a little bit lower, and then you breathe in and release, and then exhale and stretch. Breathe in and release. So connecting your body and your breath. One more breath. And then walk your hands up your leg. And we're going to switch sides. So straighten that other leg. Bring that left foot in. On your sits bones. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale and come forward. Again, relaxing and releasing. One more breath. And then hands walk up the thighs. One last stretch. We're going to extend both legs out. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale and come forward. Now a little cheat if you need. Soften those knees as you bring those chest to the thighs. Think about leading with the chest and not too much round through the back. One more breath. And then hands walk up thighs. Bring those legs into easy seat. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. And namaste. And thanks so much for coming. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. And if anybody ever has requests, just let me know.